just wanted to make a quick little video here about faith. I think faith has been kind of overcomplicated over the years because there's been so much teaching about it, and you hear this guy explain it this way and this other person explain it this way, and you know, you start thinking, man, why is it so hard to understand? Like, why does it work like that? What do I need to do? How do I have faith? You know, what is faith? And I think sometimes we also have the idea that, you know, let's say Joe has a bellyache, okay, and here comes John to pray for him, and John says, you know, bellyache be healed, and we have a picture of, like, you know, this report coming before God, you know, and he, like, you know, he opens it up and examines it. It's like, man, you know, I don't know. I don't think his faith level is just up to our standard yet. No, he doesn't get, you know, what he wanted, you know. And then somebody else comes along and God looks at it and he's like, yeah, we'll give it to him though. We'll give it to him. I just don't believe it works like that. And I thought of an example. Maybe this could clarify some things for you. If somebody gave you $5,000 and you wanted to go put it in the bank, okay, and so then you're like, hey, I need to go get something from the store, I need some groceries or whatever. So you go to the store, get your groceries, you're up there at the cashier's, you know, they ring everything up, and you pull out your debit card, which you know, you got full confidence in, because you know that the money's there, it's been deposited, it's no big deal. They ring it up and, okay, $50, sir. So you take your debit card, put it in the machine, right? And you know, it takes $50 off, and they're like, thank you. You pull it out and go on your way, right? How easy was that? Did you know that faith was involved in that? You had to have faith that the card would work, right? You had to have faith sort of in the debit card, the whole banking system, the electronics, and everything. You know what? If you didn't have faith, you wouldn't buy the groceries. The groceries wouldn't be bought. They'd still be at the store. They wouldn't be in your home now, because you wouldn't use the card. You would never, you might not even put the money in the bank if you didn't have any faith in the bank or anything like that. You're like, no, I'm going to carry cash. I'm just going to use cash, you know. So faith, I believe faith works more like that. It's just a almost like obedience. Like the bank tells you, hey, use this debit card and, you know, get your groceries. It's on there. So if you don't know exactly how to use it, maybe you might go to the grocery store and just, you know, say, well, oh, I've got this card, and then fill your card up with groceries and walk out the door like, oh, but I've got a debit card. You're right. It won't work like that, right? So you might need to have some correct teaching about exactly what to do and why to do it. But on the other hand, you don't have to have like an electronics degree in the debit card reader or a degree in finance to understand banking, right? It's pretty much like, oh, hey, I believe this is going to happen, you know. So I'm going to go use this. I've been given this responsibility, this authority to spend the $5,000, and then so I'm going to go use it. I'm going to go access it. The first time that I always thought like faith was something like you had to kind of drum up. You had to like just make it happen. Like, you know, if somebody's knee was sore, or let's say they couldn't move their knee. Like I had to just like picture their knee moving and just like knee move in the name of Jesus, like move, you know. That's what I thought faith was. But the first time I saw like a crazy miracle happen out in public, it was more like the debit card example. I'm just like, okay, well, I'm going to take God at His word. You know, I don't care what I've seen in the past. I'm just going to take God at His word. If I do this, if I just obedient to what He says, you know, pray for people, lay hands on the sick, they'll recover. Or just that simple, okay? And so I went and did that, and sure enough, you know, all this stuff started happening, and I was a little bit confused because it's like, what about all the other times? You know, I felt like I wasn't doing anything, and that was the key, right? I was needing to let Him, the Holy Spirit, do it. I need to get out of His way and let Him get at it, okay? Because I can't heal anybody through my ESP, all right? Now, of course, the question is going to come up. Oh, well, what about this? You know, what about when it didn't happen? And that's something to address later. I don't see everything happen that I would like to see happen. I don't operate in it perfectly, 100%. Hey, that's my goal. That's certainly my goal. But I don't see it happen, you know, just instantly all the time either. So anyway, I hope maybe that explains, kind of demystifies what faith is. It's just confidence in, hey, go do this. Okay, I'll go do it. You know, that's pretty much all there is to it. There's no sweat. There's no like involved in it at all. And it seems like the more you can get yourself out of the way and let Him do the job, the better things work. And sometimes here's a key maybe for sometimes that's hard to do. Sometimes it's hard to get out of the way and let go, whether we realize it or not. And that may be the key to some not seeing some things like you want them to, because it's hard to let go of that control. But anyway, I hope that helps. Have a great day.